They ain't where I wanna be. I'd rather scroll and chat in my own zone. Online buddies, they're the ones I call my own. See, I got connections all over the place, but face to face, it's just not my space. My digital family know me so well. We're in sync like a Wi-Fi signal. We're not alone. Let's chat up a party in this internet world. We stay hardy. Online friends, they're always there for me. Together we'll rock virtually. Chat up a party in this internet world. We stay hardy. Online friends, they're always there for me. Together we'll rock virtually. I ain't alone. Got friends around me, but truth be told, they ain't where I wanna be. I'd rather scroll and chat in my own zone. Online buddies, they're the ones I call my own. See, I got connections all over the place, but face to face, it's just not my space. My digital fam, they know me so well. We're in sync like a Wi-Fi signal. We're not alone. Let's chat up the party in this in the world. We stay hardy. Our lives, they're always there for me. Together we'll rock virtually.
Well, look at that. We have little Miss Terraland out there, who is also known as Let Us Try. You know what? And I do think the answer to that is going to be yes. I will probably, after the stream, be ready to drive him on down there and to take him for a cute little walk. So, yes, honey, I say yes. I hope you heard all that. We do have a few people popping in. Let me just say, okay, right now, Mo in my ear. I don't mind sharing that there are other creators live. You know, you're going to watch me, you're going to watch them. It doesn't matter. And sometimes you're going to watch us both. Oh, and again, Let Us Try mentions Ditto, who happens to be right over here saying, Omen, you were eating cheese and I am sitting pretty. So I gave him his ice because I knew I was having cheese. I'm just now eating my breakfast. I have been up for 6 or 7 hours, but I was cleaning the house, doing things, cleaning the yard, doing things, out in the garage, doing things, trying to think, doing things, trying to think in the world of the IT. Oh my God, I should never be allowed to do that because in the process of it, in my Discord, which isn't a happening place yet, but someday I hope that it will be. There's been security and, basically if anybody hacks the back door of Discord and finds things out about real life, and then gaslights me and constantly blames it on me, that's cool. I mean, I take the blame. There were a couple of times that, it was me. But it doesn't matter because I'm not the one who does anything wrong. Why? Because these days I can't remember if I'm trying to cover something up that I'm supposed to be covering it up. So I just do what I'm going to do. And then if somebody asks me, I own up to it. So there. More people should do that, because what happens when they don't is they go running from sector to sector to sector, and then they get a bad name in all sectors. But wait, they change their name in their sectors and then think nobody's going to recognize them. You go from a bird to an advertising for a company to what's next. You go from one thing to another thing, and now then you're out creating yourself something else. What's next? It doesn't matter, because everybody figures out who you are. That's what I was told. Because I was just going to say, you know what? I don't want to do this. I don't want to be everybody's shinny. I will go be perfectly imperfect somewhere else. And then the boys just were really honest and said, it doesn't matter where you are. You're going to be perfectly imperfect, and everybody's going to figure out it's you. Oh, so, okay, great. Thank you very much for letting me know that. And so that's when I decided I would just come back as me still. Oh, that was such a pretty little Zet. Can you come over here and show people? Come over here. Set. I know it's a lot of whitewash. This is why I really need to move everything into the pantry room. That's so much work. If you saw what was in the pantry room, for me, there's like 8 hours worth of furniture moving in there, and then moving this over there. And then what do I do with that furniture? Oh yeah, get rid of it. You're going to get all this so fast. It's going to be, oh God, this is your last piece. You don't want it anymore? The refrigerator's over there. When I'm sitting here, I'm not going to get up and go over there, because I'm going to be sitting here. But you don't care, begging me, please, please, please. No. Thank you. So anyway, sometimes he has to work for it, right? Oh God, no more. Go lay down. So anyway, I think I've started like 3 or 4 conversations with myself, and I have forgotten where I am. So again, in my ear, I have Mo. I haven't figured out who she's talking to. I know the voice, but I don't know who she has on the stream. It's not Sal. I just haven't figured out, because she did what I do, which is make the whole screen, whatever it is. Here, I'll show you. She has done what I have done, because I'm not important when I'm sharing something. So I go to this view right here. You can still hear me, but the entire screen is whatever it is I am looking at, the same way that I'm looking at it. So she has done the same thing on her stream. So the bad thing is I don't know if they're popping on every now and then, because, then I will do these lovely little, oh, look, I moved. Ha, ha, ha. But you can still see everything. I don't know if they're doing that or what. It could just be hey, I don't want to get ready for the stream day, and I'm hiding myself kind of day. We all have those days. Well, no, I have no shame. No, I is who I is, and y'all gonna have to take me the way I is, or you ain't gonna be taking me at all. That's where I is with this. Ooh, and I'm okay. So in my ear and on another screen, I am watching Mo. Okay. over here, I am watching. I'm watching David on the slot machines. Not any of the Davids that you guys know, but I'm watching slot machines that I play go off over here to see if my brain picks up any patterns. It doesn't happen like that because every machine is different. But at the same time, I like to kind of learn about what machines I might want to play when I go to the casino, which I was kind of thinking I might be going to Vegas. I thought I would try and meet up with Ozzy. I'm not really sure that he wants that to occur. Um, if he is able to go, it's a thing. Everybody needs to figure out their thing, right? I don't want to push myself onto anybody. Which sounds a little overly passive when I go, look, I'm interested on having you on stream, but if you're not interested, I get it. Or hi, I'm over here and somebody's asked me about what channel where I stream from, and no, I'm not. I'm over in their realm, but I'm not trying to grift, and I don't want anybody else being mad at me because, apparently there are rules on the whole grifting thing, and I don't know when to and when not to, which is why one of the things that I was doing today was we're going back to the other thing that I was talking about. Why I was putting, I sent out invites to my Discord to other streamers. I thought I was just sending them to the one room that said, hey, this is where I'm going to put the link for the stream so that it's a drop in, kind of like a neighborhood, because we are kind of all, living in the same town, not Tube Town, but that we're all living in the same town. And so, if they want, like, come on over and sit in the backyard, or actually sit in my dining room right now, they could do that. Just boom, boom, willy-nilly pop in. As long as the links aren't given to anybody else, I don't care. And I would like to make it a creator drop-in area. Kind of a place. I'm sorry, I'm having my breakfast, but Nicholas Starro, which I think you all know, he admitted that when he's at work, he has to be one way, and then when he comes home and gets to stream, he gets to be a little bit more him, because there's nobody saying you have to be professional. You have to. I wish they'd stop telling me I have mail. You have to be professional. You have to do this. You have to do that. Well, when he comes home, he can watch a case and not be professional because we don't want him to be by George Doggett. We want him to be Nick. Well, but he's still being a different Nick because he's streaming, and just automatically our stupid brain cells just go, our people want this. Oh, look, I started streaming on Rumble. Hi over there, Stalker. No, I don't know that you're watching on over there. If anything, you would be watching over on Twitch. That's right. You joined on the 20th. Maybe you should watch the dates. She replied, I am so sorry. Not the stalker. No. Well, I don't even know. Well, but you're also watching Mo, girl. So, Digger's saying, it's me over here looking while I do stuff. You're over on Rumble, so that's cool. I know that you're watching Mo on YouTube. See how I know things? And then we still have the Twitch lurker. But, we normally get really nice people over on Twitch, so I'm really cool with that. We just have one person who decided to follow us on the 20th, which it's okay, cool. It's okay, cool. Life is public. There it is. Go ahead, watch what you can watch. Today is the Kentucky Derby Day. It's already started. We can't show anything, which is a total bummer. You have to admit that kind of sucks. And the expert asked, who has their mint juleps poured? Not me, but I sure would have liked to had. There is no more, dog. Leave me alone. The dog. The dog. You guys can't see that he's right there. Oh, there he is. Oops, that's mostly because of my phone. No, because I have apparently moved the camera in a way that you cannot see the dang dog. Okay, let's show you the dirty window. Oh, whoa. Wait. He's there. I'm not lying. He is there. I accidentally turned the light on, and I don't like the light on. But meanwhile, the light that I do want on is like not at all bouncing and reflecting off anything to help lighten up the other side of my face. It really isn't. Kind of sucks, right? So anyway, look, I don't clean things out. Oh, wait a minute. Where's the camera? Oh, you can't see in there. There you go. See? I figured that one of these days I will clean this out and then decide to make another candle. But this is a reminder to me, because as soon as I clean it out, I will put it away. As soon as I put it away, I will be an idiot and forget that I still have another, I think it's a 20-pound slab of wax to make candles with. But, I don't want to. No, I'm sorry. Let's fix that. See, now I'm going to play because it's so fun to peel it off and see how big a chunks you get. So anyway, I do want to make more candles. You know what I don't want to do? I leave that alone. We're just going to try and see if that goes kerplunk here in a minute. I dropped my screw that goes in the bottom of my molds. And yes, it's a very important screw to me. But so anyway, if I clean it out and put it away, then unfortunately what happens is I will forget that I have all that wax. And what I want to do is a mold. Okay. I don't know where Dom is, but Dom, when you show up and you listen to this, I want you to yell at me. Okay. I want to get my skill saw out and I want to cut up the slab of wax and put it in manageable sizes for myself, because I can't break it. I mean, although I am fat enough that I could probably set it on a round thing in the middle and then stand on both sides and then turn it and stand on. But you know what? It's pretty serious. It's like that thick. Yeah, it's about that thick. So anyway, look at me wearing lipstick and eye makeup today. This isn't a common thing, and this is one of the reasons why Let's Try Us says, let's go walk the dog. No, that's not really the reason. She probably hasn't even noticed that I have it on, because she's a friend who notices everything, but at the same time, she's also like my friend who knows me so well that she's like, yeah, don't make a big deal out of it. So anyway, I decided to try and remember to wake up and at least put lipstick on every day. And okay, so out of 3 days, this is the second day, and that's only because it took forever. And Dinesh is saying, hello over there. Is that I thought that was an upside down car. Is that a Lambo? I had a Lambo out in my front yard yesterday. Well, it wasn't in my yard. It was parked in front of my house. And it was white, but it kind of looked like that. I don't know what they look like. And oh, sweetheart, thank you so much for letting me know I am not alone, and I appreciate you being over there. I really, really do. This stream is we don't know what, but I'm here to talk to anybody who's here. So if you have a topic, type it in. Let's see if I have an opinion on it. I already told you that I really have an opinion that I really wish that I could have had some mint juleps prepared. And then I wouldn't be able to go down and walk the hound with let us try. But see, I'm going to be able to. Ooh, anyway, where was I? On ADHD is really off. I think it's because I took a really long time before I ate. I'm trying to notice, and I have two things in my ear lately. I have Cuz who says, and I can't do it like she does, protein, protein, protein. And then I have my dear friend Taraland who tells me you need to start eating protein. So I've started eating protein and I'm trying to do it at least 3 times a day. And I have to tell you, my center of focus has gotten a little bit better while I was doing it. It's really kind of, I'm still bouncy, but not like I am right now. So what I did notice is I don't think I really, maybe once a month, ate protein. Other than that, it was like fruits, veggies, high carb veggies, and junk. I'm old, I'm fat, I own it, I don't care. It was junk. But then the doctor said you can't do that no more because you're going to get a needle every day if you do. And you know who don't like needles? I used to pass out. I don't like needles. I was put, I was about 21 or 22, and I had to go to the doctor, and they put me in one of those, I don't know what kind of tables y'all use at school these days, but they put me in one of the school tables with the desk that goes like this around you at the end of a hallway. And I was sitting there waiting. And this great, big, huge dude, bigger than the refrigerator, I swear, but it might have been the refrigerator in real person. I don't know. And if I'm too old by dating myself on the fact that I know who the refrigerator is, I'm sorry. But this dude came down this hallway at me, and that's a big black dude. That did not scare me because, he's kind of good looking. And I don't mind huge, tall, wide dudes. I don't mind that. What I minded was this cute little itsy bitsy thing that he had in his hand. And all of a sudden, I started to get up like I was going to tackle him and go past him. And he went, sit down. To which I went, and I sit down. He was the first person that I ever let draw blood that I didn't pass out from. I'm just saying, okay? Who knew? Well, now I'm better at not passing out, okay? But when they grab the big gauge needles, I have learned that when they get them out of me, that I can accidentally kick them while I'm shifting my legs due to discomfort. Hey, folks in the medical field, y'all have a hard enough job. But you know what? We as patients also have a hard enough job. It's called, we have to trust you when everybody in our life has bent us over and whooped us right in the ass without letting us do a reach around or have any lubricants. Okay? So do us a favor and, kind of understand it's hard for us when you come at us with this great big huge frigging gauge needle. No, don't. Just find out, how do we feel, how do we like needles or not like needles. How do we, I feel the needle moving in my vein. Okay, The bigger the needle is, the more that I'm going to be really pissed off at you. And I really don't like it when they hold on to it and they move it around. Am I the only one? I try to be nice. People don't like me. Screw you if you don't like me. But if you work at my doctor's office and you stick the needle in and then you like rub it back and forth like that, one of these days I am going to need, come on, one more, damn it. Sorry. I am going to need an attorney because it's going to be a felony assault. And I don't care that I have to pull that needle out of my arm myself. But they may get the needle themselves because that's bull crap. I'm getting really tired of it. I feel like it's abuse, but I already have an issue with my whole doctor's office anyway. I went through, what was it, 2.5 years? 2.5 years of being told I had breast cancer. But they weren't doing anything about it, but stressing me out more and more and more. Breast cancer, breast cancer, breast cancer. Finally, I went back down for, what was it, an MRI or something? I don't know, ultrasound, whatever. And the gal that was there realized how tense I was, and she goes, you seem really upset. And I said, well, I've got this, and I thought they cut cancer out when you had cancer. And she goes, sweetheart, who told you had cancer? And I said, the 2 doctors up there. And she goes, no, I don't even know why they would tell you that. This is not cancer. It's just one of those things we want to keep an eye on, but it's not cancer. It's not cancerous. You're fine. Yeah, I got in my car. I drove right back up to my doctor's office, and I met with the entire board. The board got switched out because it was 2 of the doctors that were on the board who had told me that. Did I ever tell my best friend? No. Did I ever tell my daughter? No. These are things I was going through on my own because guess what? I've always been alone. So that's why I thought this was a really good name of a stream. Because I have people who feel like they're alone all the time around me, and I try and let them know that they're not alone. So there I am. Anyway, while I'm alone here on the stream with 14 of you, hey, make sure that you've subbed. You don't have to like. You don't even have to hit the bell, but if you do, thank you. And sorry, and then you'll know when I go live again. But here's what I'm going to ask. My previous channel, we all knew, was just Shinigram Yell Rock. This is a new channel. It's Shinigram Yell Rock still, because I'm still me. And if you freaked me out enough to make me nuke things, thank you very much, because what doesn't kill me makes me stronger, and I've done a lot of shit in life. So thanks for the extra strength in a category I never knew I needed. And at the same time, you took the focus off other folks, which I really do apologize to people that I took attitude with on stream, other creators, because I was advised, and I'm gullible, okay? I don't lie, so why should anybody lie to me? So when somebody tells me something, I kind of believe it a little bit too much without any proof and evidence. And I really need to get back into the evidence thing, but I don't want to be that bitch that doesn't want to listen to anybody. So with all of that said, listening to other people say, hey, these folks are totally after you. When I knew that a batch of them were, but not to the top level of the pyramid, I started copying really good attitudes with the top levels. Well, funny thing is, I believe the top level never held it against me, which I greatly appreciate, but I will be apologizing directly when we're ever in a green room together and alone. But I'm just saying that it was like, oh, they're stalking you and they're attacking you, and you're not seeing what they're doing, and they're there to grab your ideas, and they're there to take all your people and, whoa, yeah, I'm old, I'm gullible. Okay, it's street life bullshit. I'm not gullible. Internet life, hello, call me Gully. Okay, that's a good, cute little name, Gully. Now I just pictured this cute little fish going around with bubbles coming up. Hi, my name is Gully. You can tell me anything and I'll just believe you. So anyway, um, yeah, I was just totally gullible and it stressed me out. It stressed me out. It stressed me out. And then discovered accidentally, um, even though so many things were covered up in a log, one thing wasn't covered up, and therefore, unmuting was discovered. And in the process of that, thank God I have witnesses. In the process of that, I freaked the frig out. Gully went and ran as though there were all kinds of sharks chasing her. So anyway, I freaked out, and really seriously, I still to this day don't believe that the individual was as malicious as my response to it was. I want to believe that because I have a good heart towards people. So I want to believe they have a good heart towards me. So I want to believe that the individual really did it just so that she could be closer. Maybe with her connections to this other thing, protect me better. I don't know. I don't think she was malicious in it. Okay. Her actions after getting caught like a little child, who knows that they did plenty wrong, but they don't know how much they've been caught in. That's been malicious. But that's okay. Payback's a bitch, girlfriend, and it's on its way. So, not from me. I don't need to do any of that. I'm a sweetheart. I would never do that. No, that sounded sarcastic. How do I fix this? Sweetheart, I would never do that. No, that still sounded sarcastic. I'm just going to say, payback isn't coming from me because, again, I put you in you did it because you wanted to be closer to me. You wanted to protect me. You wanted to, that's the category I put it in. So, because, I don't want to believe all this internet crap that everybody's going on about. So, I'm just saying, I am here. So, what am I trying to figure out? How I want this channel to evolve? Well, some of the things is that back then I had the love of a whole bunch of kids that I feel are family. Okay. They're not following me. They don't hang out with me. They're not here anymore. And that's fine. Okay. Maybe they stalk me. I don't think so, but maybe they do. They don't want to hear this yap. They've heard it 24 hours a day other days. I mean, seriously, they're like, Ma, shut up. But the whole thing is that I still love them dearly. And one of them are horribly, horribly, horribly ill. Okay. I heard it. I knew it. I sent him to a doctor and I have nothing but guilt because if he didn't go, would he know? I knew. If he didn't go, would he know? I would know. If he didn't go, would he know? He needed to know. If he didn't go, would he know? Now that he knows, the doctor won't release him to work. Now, he was one of those that COVID devastated. It's financial. Okay. Him and his wife, they were devastated, not able to go back to work, not able to do things. They moved from one place that they'd been in for a while to a much smaller place, borderline of not having a roof kind of thing. Finally, things in their community started to pick up and they got jobs. Okay. Well, I think it was he got a job first. And then with all of her experience, she got a job. Oh, thank God. So they were starting finally to do well, to get caught up, to not be so far behind. And that's when I told him he needed to go to the doctor. Guilt. I feel guilty for this. I still do. I'm sorry. I feel guilty. So anyway, in the process of that, the doctor said he couldn't go back to work. The employer won't let him come back to work until the doctor releases him. So unfortunately, without a savings, his wife is still working and trying to care for him. They needed 2 incomes to support the roof they were under. They're packing to depart because there's no income. Her income is not enough. Hopefully they'll be able to find a smaller unit, but we all know that COVID made the rents and everything go sky high. So a smaller unit may cost just as much as the one they're in. Why do they want to downsize for the same amount of money? So they may not be able to maintain a roof because he cannot go back to work. Mind you, this has all been the last 6 or 7 months. I have time blindness, so I'm just doing my best to try and remember. But I still think 6 or 7 months was way too long. So why am I telling you his story when he's not here? I would have no problem with him being here. But the reason I'm telling his story is that Digger, who I wish was here also, came to me with more worry because I don't hang out in one of my other Discords. I don't even know if he's in it, but I don't hang out over there because I work too much. And I'm trying to cut my hours down to at least just 10 hours a day kind of a thing. And then maybe not so much on the weekends or on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I know those are the weekends, but I wanted to add Friday into that. So I'm not sure how to say the weekends without lying when I also mean Fridays. So anyway, the whole thing is that Digger came to me and said, he's really ill. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I feel horrible. I know. I feel guilty, actually. As if I'm the one who gave it to him just because I said go. I didn't give it to him. I did not do this to him. But it doesn't stop the mama guilt, So anyway, she goes, no, this is it's bad. And she said, he's not working. He can't work. And I immediately knew that his missus could not afford to support the roof over their head without him working. She can't afford to support a roof over their head on just her income. She is valuable. She is very skilled in what she does. She has been in higher positions of what she does. But unfortunately, since COVID, there's not a lot of need for what she does anymore. And so she is down here at a lower position. If she was the manager of a department, she might be able to keep a roof over their head. So anyhow, all of this, and I don't know if you can tell I'm concerned because I'm trying to distract myself now and it's not working. I'm thinking about them. But the whole thing is I don't know how the YouTubes and the Twitches and the Rumbles and the StreamYards, and I don't know how any and or all of these give a rat's patootie about doing a fundraiser. Well, here is the problem. I don't want the funds going to GoFundMe at a large percentage that is, they get the money, but they don't get the money. We're trying to, in a very short time, because they don't have a month. They will be homeless in a month. Digger and I are trying to, and if he gets the energy, we're all trying to get into a conversation as to when and or how. Sorry, I just got a DM from cousin. And she's like, she may try to swing by and drop in for a little bit, but she's sweating balls at a river festival. And I'm just saying, That's got to be fun. But let's get back to my thought here. I'm sorry. I need the distraction, but at the same time, I don't need the distraction. But when one of my kids say something, I'm there. Okay. And I know that cuz is not one of my kids. She's my cousin. But at the same time, my younger cousins are all in the kids because I was the one always having to watch out for them. So anyway, getting back to their situation, like I said, they don't have a month. So we don't have a month to figure out how to plan this telethon without a telephone. I don't know what it would be, a fundraiser there. I don't know. I don't we don't have time to figure out the best way and all the legal ways and all that other good stuff to do an online fundraiser. If Digger would pop in here, but what we would like to do is, like, apparently we can only go 10 hours and have it recorded without having to stop and start a new stream. We can stop and start a new stream, but we have a very small number of people who follow us. So I've already reached out to one creator, Ozzy Overlord, who also knows and loves this brethren, and he said yes, he would start advertising for it, and he too would pop in. I would like to try and get other creators that anybody who's listening knows, other creators, to reach in touch with me and say, yes, I would also like to advertise this, and to help and to make it so that we can keep a roof, not earning $100,000, but try and help them at least get through a month, maybe two, to have time to drop back 10 and to think. It takes like three rejections to get disability. In reality, if anybody works in the disability department, please really reach out to me so I can connect you with him, because this is terminal cancer. I spoke to a friend of mine at 10 o'clock one day. We were making plans to take care of a situation he was in. He was dead by 6 p.m. He did not know it, nor could I tell that he was going to be passing away that quickly. I'm sorry, baby, if you're listening to this, but this is my fear, especially for the missus. So this is huge to me. So the whole thing is we need to get him on disability so that he can have some kind of respite care while going through this. He is not able. If the doctor's not releasing him, we need to stop the red tape on the dying Americans and be able to say, you can't work, you don't have income, here's what we're going to do. The state that he's in, I don't know. He may not know, to check them to see if they have housing respite, which means that they will step in for 3 months and help to cover the rent. I don't want to give out any information about him other than the extreme thing that I'm doing. I don't want to talk about the state or anything like that. But what I would like to be able to do is, once he or his wife come on stream, I would like to throw out things, questions, not to her, but to chat, because chat, you know darn well, you are why I'm here. But I would love to throw out questions to chat to see if chat could help, research and become a source to help them, not only a little bit financially, but also in, being intelligent enough to get through the red tape of the paperwork and so forth like that. If we could all come together as a community to reach our hands out to he and his spouse, to say, okay, this is what we can do. This is what you need to do. I'll start the phone call, you join in, so that when we're talking to that department, you can give all the information, that kind of thing. I don't know if it's possible. I think, look, here is my coffee, okay? Those are how some people think. Here is how I think. I am not in the cup at all. Box, no. Thinking outside of the box, trying to figure out how can we help him. We need to help him. So I know there's a billion people on the internet who have the same problem. I know that. It's unfortunate. I can't help everybody. I mean, my initial thought, I'm going to be honest, my initial thought was, all I'm going to say about the location where he resides is I live on the west coast of this island and he lives over near the east coast of this island. My first thought was uproot he and his wife and get him over here to this side of the island. Well, that's not good. I had my sis come and stay with me for a week, and she destroyed my trust in that. Because when you have to ask someone you've known your whole life to get out and it doesn't come out so friendly, the last thing you need is somebody who's in this situation that he is in to also need to pack up, move so far to another side of an island just to then find out, oh, as adults, we all can't be in the same house. And it's very possible. And I can't subject them to that, though that was my first thought. It really was. I don't know what to do. I would love to have people give me ideas. I really would. Other than, this fundraiser. I keep wanting to call it a telethon. Like, Jerry Lewis is going to pop in any minute now and start telling us jokes. I really wish he would. He made me laugh. Him and Doris Day, they made me laugh like crazy. I got in trouble as a child because I was always laughing so hard. My daddy threatened to solve my laughter problem. So I got up and I went into my bedroom and laughed for about 45 minutes before I could come back and watch the rest of the Doris Day movie. I have to find that movie and watch it. Oh, speaking of which, in my Discord at some point, rather soon, there's been 2 movies that have come up in a court case recently. We have one, which is My Cousin Vinny. Okay. I'm thinking I want to do a watch party with My Cousin Vinny, and then I also want to do a watch party with the other one, Glenn Close, Fatal Attraction. I want to do Fatal Attraction also. I just think it's funny that these things are popping up, and they're so obvious that, over here with Karen Reed and My Cousin Vinny, and over here with the Tonsil Twins with Fatal Attraction, it's like, the foretold. It's seriously like it's being foretold. And I thought of one of my favorite books and forgot the name of it all of a sudden. Welcome to my world and my train of thought. Luckily, I get to slow down some of my thoughts to get them out in words. Congratulations. How would you like to be me? I'm just saying. Oh, I just noticed some things. Who knew? I didn't know that. There's 3 little dots in this thing that I'm on. Anyway, there's 3 little dots, and I never noticed them before. And today I just noticed them, and it's kind of the same thing as the down belows. Who knew? I wonder if they're on my phone. I don't know. Okay, so nobody is here chit-chatting with me, and I have been going for 50 minutes. Okay, it's really 59 minutes and 12 seconds, but seriously, I knew that there was going to be 60 seconds of me talking about the whole fact that I have been here just sharing with my brain. No, not sharing with my brain. Sharing thoughts as they fly by in my brain, right? Out to you. Okay, let's go back to what I was talking about with the Discord. So I am in my Discord The advice, I swear to God. No, I am not on any drugs at all. Well, my thyroid drugs. But that's only one pill, and I don't think it makes me Fruit Loop and fucking Loopy. It did save my life, but I don't think it made me Fruit Loop and Loopy. No, I've been Fruit Loop and Loopy my whole life. My mother fell asleep when I was a child. She came home from work, and I was talking to her about my day, and she fell asleep. And when she woke up 2 hours later, I was still talking, and all she could do was shake her head and think, seriously? For real? Have you met me? Yes, seriously, for real. This is who I am. I'm sorry. I thought for a moment, this is what happens when you're not totally focused. I thought for a moment he won $2,350,000. I thought he did. He did not. He did not. My dyslexia threw an extra zero at the back of that, and I'm a moron. I'm a moron. What do you want? If you want me to, look, I don't know where the t-shirts went. Oh, I put them over there. Okay. I did bring crafts. Unfortunately, though, I went out to the garage to get my crafts. I discovered, I'm going to see if I can shake this and have you hear it. Do you hear that? That I'm going to have to do a whole lot of stirring in order to be able to get my crafts to work. Now, I don't think all of them are like that. No, this one's a little bit pasty, but it's not dry. Can you guys hear that? Denise, do you hear that? You gotta admit that something that is supposed to be like, I don't know, the consistency of like not necessarily a cake batter, but a cake batter. It doesn't sound like it's the consistency of a cake batter. Thank you, Digger. Girl, you just had me go through all of that without coming in and helping me. You could have popped in and popped right back out. I knew you were here. I knew you were here. I knew you were here. I'm just saying. Okay, so I did bring crafts. That's what I'm saying right now, is I did bring crafts. But we have problems. Let's get back to the Discord. Digger, you've got to be listening really clearly here. In Discord, my Discord is like nothing happens. Okay. And again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier, because I don't trust people in the Discord. But wait, really? It's time for me to say, okay, trust people, but not let people come and go under 16,000 different names. So yes, I yeeted. No, I didn't eat shit. I nuked that mother. I just like my initial channel here on YouTube. I nuked my server over in Discord. Well, but what's really cool is that I left the planet there because I don't know what I'm doing, but apparently not knowing what I'm doing, I was good enough to do something that gave me a great backup. It's kind of like, I burned down my house, but I had a tent. Okay, there. But now, while I'm living in my tent, I can go ahead and rebuild a new house. Don't do that. That's called insurance fraud. Do not do that. Oh my God, that sounded so bad. I didn't even realize. But anyway, don't do that. That's called insurance fraud. So, oh God, the way courts work with what the Hales and Clayton over with the Tonsil twins, where everybody else is being held responsible for what everybody else did, but they didn't do. Anyway, so the whole thing is that don't do that. Don't. Okay, just act. I'll clip that. Don't act like I said it. Fudge. I'm an idiot. But we knew this. It's nothing new, except for you people who didn't know.
You've got mail.
Welcome. Congratulations. And now I've got somebody saying something in Discord. Yeah, I enjoy having, I don't know. They weren't talking to me in Discord, but my Discord booked. And you heard it, right? It said you got mail. You know who doesn't have mail? I'll bet you I don't. No, you can't see my password because the camera's over there. I don't care. Ooh. Jude, I don't know what you're doing, but Michael Jackson was over there blocking you like crazy the other day. And it's okay. Yes, I have things in my Discord called Michael Jackson. I can't help it. Yes, I can. I put him there. You know, I have conversations in my Discord with Elon Musk, just in case there's more than one Elon in the world. Everybody acts like he's the only one. Really? He might be the only one who, like, you know, is really smart, but I'm sure that there's other Elons in the world. His mom might have been an original, but she is nothing special. She shits and puts on clothes just like the rest of us. This is what I'm saying. People don't understand other people. Here's my thing, okay? I don't go la la gaga over people who don't pay my bills. You want me to go la la gaga? Pay my bill. Let me know how that works for us, because I have never had anybody do that before, and I'd love to have somebody give it a shot for a while. I'm still drinking my coffee from this morning. And no, luckily I didn't put ice in it, so it's not watered down. But it's not hot anymore either. So, but anyway, yes, and I still sip it as if. Did y'all hear? Now, look, I'm looking at my phone. This is just the thing. I'm not alone because I'm letting y'all watch me. Did y'all hear that somebody in the Trump case admitted to doctoring some of the documents against Trump? I'm not really sure, but I think that should have thrown the case out like right away. This is bullshit, okay? I don't like the way you vote, so I am just going to go around and make sure that you're not allowed to poop on the toilet seat anymore. Please don't poop on the toilet seat. But sit on the toilet seat when you poop is where I was going with that. I'm sorry, it was a bad analogy. I think I'm tired. I think I tried to stay up and listen to MG Law last night talk about the tonsil twins. Oh my God, it's insane. Isn't it insane? It's so totally insane. I can't. I have people who think I need to be locked up because my brain drives all over the freeway, but I never get in a car fucking crash, okay? This woman, she is in one fucking lane. But you know what? She might be on a horse. She might be on a goat. She might be on a rabbit. She might be in a car. She might just be on a tire. She might be holding the steering wheel. She may not be holding the steering wheel. She might be riding on somebody else's back. She might be just coming up with whatever the fuck, none of what she's got's going on right. And her mama and daddy both need to be slapped, not because they had her, but because they didn't parent her fucking ass. Remember when I was at 49 minutes and I was trying to point out the fact that I had been here for 50 minutes and I lied about that and I had to correct that? There is, oh my God. Oh, that's pretty. There is, hello. I told you I was also watching the slot machines, and so there's a 9 and there's a vase and there's a 10 and there's the king and the king and the king, and I mean the Asian king, not not the card king. And then there's a 150 and a 50 and a 10. So he's won a couple of $1,000 just off of the spin. Okay, the spin cost him $50 because that was his bet. Oh, sorry, he only won $1,418. I thought it would have been more. So it's nice to know, because I also play this game, and it would be nice to know that I didn't win that much if I saw that. I would not be wanting to sit in public and make these kind of sounds. Because I would. And see, even the dog doesn't like it when I do it here, but you guys have to admit, over there, it did not sound right, did it? So anyway, I'm just here. What was I looking at? Okay, well, that was then. Viva Frey. And then that, I don't know. I get notices, but you heard it say I had mail. And let me just share with you, I had no mail. So back to my Discord. What is it that I'm wanting to do in my Discord? Well, I didn't know, but I was there messing around. And one has actually responded and made it an action. I can communicate. Would you stop it? There's no more cheese and I'm not getting ice. No, I'm not, because we're not going all day on this one. We might come back tonight and stream, but we're not going to do this. So anyway, I sent out some invites to some folks to one of the rooms, kind of, a private room in my Discord. I sent them out invites for it. Well, apparently it was an invite to my Discord, not to the private room. So as they accept the invites, I've got to invite them to the Discord. I'm going to have to invite them into the private room. How do I know this? Because one of the individuals that I sent the invite out, he already accepted it. The double invite, I think I figured it out, sweetheart, because I want you in this private room. You were also being asked, I think, to accept to go into there, but I already added you, I do believe. You would have to go in to see if you can indeed see that link without it being DM'd to you. I DM'd it to brother, of course, but it's an optional thing. And this way, then, what I'm wanting to do is make, again, I think I said this earlier, make the link available so that other creators can just come and go and come and go and come and go and come and go when I'm streaming. Just, hey, I just wanted to know, do you have 5 minutes? Because I wanted to talk about what sugar was made of. Well, we're here. We ain't doing nothing. Go ahead and talk to us, because sometimes chat's not chatting. And today is an abnormal day that chat is not chatting. And they're just seeing, well, how long can this dingbat go on, just not even crafting, just chatting? Well, let me share with you. So far, it's been an hour and 2 minutes.
You must see this.
Yes, I turned that volume up, and yes, you're listening to an ad. It's in Rumble. Why? Because this is what I don't know. In Rumble, they only let you go 2 hours, okay, on a stream. Well, I just got a notification that Mo started another stream. Did she really start another stream, or did Rumble start it for her? How's this going to look? I've never looked to see what happened to mine. I have never looked. I have never looked to see how that works. Look at me. I got 14 people on X Twitter. See, it's not Twitter. It's X Twitter. You know why it's X Twitter? Elon, I told you. You screwed up when you hired the guy who was just last minute after being paid millions of dollars by you, right? When you said, well, what name did you come up with? And he said, X, as in Amber Heard is your ex. Okay. And you went for it. But you know what? We don't say x.com, but we should say xtwitter.com. I'm just saying. So it's X Twitter. It's not X. It's X Twitter. You could be lazy and just call it X. I'm just going to call it X Twitter. I'm just going to say. So anyway, here's what I want to do, because I don't know what I'm doing. And, this is one of the reasons that I'm like, hey, other creators, there's my Dom. Yes, Twitter is now X Twitter, pronounced Zwitter. I'm totally cool with it. Don't you like it? Were you working today, baby? I've been thinking about you. But there's certain things that I can't do without Digger here. And she's got her feet ground into the dirt and she ain't coming. So, see, I haven't forgot. I wasn't prepared, but I haven't forgot. But if she was here, I'd be able to get prepared. Then zinger, I really would. You did not get a notice or an email? Well, it would be nice, don't you think, that I would send you well, I'm going to be live today. I mean, I don't want it to be some other day. I haven't forgotten it. So, darn well that when some other day gets here, I'm going to be a moron and I'm not going to remember it because I am, a moron. I'm just saying. In the meantime, now that you are here, I can share one thing. I haven't watched it, but I can tell you this. Okay. I'm going to share. Okay, folks, we're going down the road of I'm going to share things. Okay. Dom, bless his heart, love him to pieces. Okay. He has come along and found a couple of things and said, hey, you might want to share this. So we're going to go there. Okay. We're going to go there. And this is why, let's not let me forget, but I was looking at how Rumble handles when I go on for 10 hours at a time. But we're gonna add this one thing to the stream, and we are going to see. Wait a minute, we're going to see. Let me do this. Let me see. I don't like it when it's small. Okay, to me, I don't like it when it's. I don't know what I just did. Let me just stop sharing. I don't know what was on that stream. So I stopped sharing it. Give me a half a moment because these things friggin' start forever. Okay. And now I have to figure out when it starts over. Hold on. Give me a second. Because, okay, got it. And you're going to miss when I get back over there and start sharing this, because God knows I am not a professional. I am just you, but I'm sitting here being stupid and being me. I'm really cool with being stupid and being me. No. See, what I was going to do was I was going to enlarge this. I don't think you can enlarge it. Yep, I can't enlarge it. It is as enlarged as it's going to get. So we're gonna go over there. I'm going to verify that I'm sharing it. See, good thing I did because I'm not. So I'm going to verify that I'm sharing it. Don't even ask me why. Hang on, give me a second. It's this one right there. Okay. See, I already have it open in 2. And that was confusing things. So let me turn the volume on. See how I'm doing everything? I'm acting like I know what I'm doing. It's in there, and we are going to go back over here. And here we go. This one's from Dom.
Daddy says he wants some cock porn.
Daddy wants what?
Daddy's watching the film. He's want to eat.
You mean he wants popcorn?
Mummy, Daddy says he wants some cock porn.
Daddy says he wants some cock porn. Come on, you have to admit that's adorably cute. Daddy wants some cock porn. Okay, you have to admit it's adorable. It's adorable. It's adorable. Dom, it is now time for me to share with you a little story about little Shinny. Okay. back in the day, little Shinny, well, not just back in the day, in case you haven't noticed, I still have a problem with speech, okay? So back in the day, little Shinny had a horrible speech impediment. So back in the day, we also had Safeways. Well, Arizona still has Safeways. California, not so much, but Arizona still has Safeways. So we had a Safeway down the street from us in the hood, okay? So, back in the day, grocery stores also had big ass walls of great big huge glass panes, right? So that when you were going up and put things on the little rolly thing and put your cart in and you put your little thing in a rolly thing because you could stand beside your cart and empty it comfortably. And then when you were done, you would put your little rolly thing there, and then you would step around and talk to the clerk who was punching in the numbers, right? And then you could stand there and just drift off and look out amongst the glass windows and see vehicles as they drove by. And all of a sudden, little 4 or 5-year-old, 6-year-old Shinny yells, "Look, Mom, there goes Dad's red frog." Loud enough that everybody apparently in the store, my mother about died. First of all, my dad was fucking a redhead. But the last thing that she needed was me pointing her out. Oh no, I wasn't pointing her out. I was pointing out my dad's red truck. But could not come out. It went and so everybody in the store turned to look. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. Yeah. It happens. We're here to embarrass our parents more than anything. And Dom's like, well, I would have been here an hour ago if I knew. I'm sorry, honey. I purposely went for the 1:30 for you, figuring if I didn't come on at 1:30, that you would be all sad at me and that the phone would be saying, you've got mail, and that I'd have to address you that, yeah, well, I look like crap. But look, I did look like crap. I was really amazed. You know what I haven't done yet? I'm not going to lie. I went in and I put lipstick and eyeliner and tried to control the mascara from 2 days ago. I didn't brush my hair. This is good enough, right? Because that's how I'm going to brush my hair. And then Dom's like, yeah, okay, I know this one. And yes, you did, because you gave it to me. And like, look, it's not that we have any production, anything here, because we don't. But what we do have is a new director, which is kind of like Dom, who's saying, this is what I think is going to be good for the stream. And you know what? I trust Dom enough that I didn't even look at that one first. Well, I had to because it auto started. But I was going to show it to you anyway. But anyway, I had looked at the title of it and I went, oh my God. And I remembered my dad's red butt. And look, YouTube. I have a speech impediment, okay? I am disabled in the fact that my tongue does not like to do certain things, but it does other things, okay? So when I say truck, it comes a truck. And if you don't like it, you need to go to the classes that you are trying to make me go to, because I'm not going. I'm not going to go to your classes because I is who I is and I isn't you no more. That's the best way to say it, right? So anyway, I don't know if how on Twitter, how you follow or like or any of that. It's all on YouTube. I don't know any of that. So do whatever you need to do over there because, I'm right here. I don't know. We just went from well, now we have 18. We had 17. I guess I don't always look at who's watching, but that's a lot of people. Okay, so last week or the week before, little brother sit his chat over and they stayed. I don't understand why they stayed. The same reason I guess you all staying, huh? I don't I don't understand. Yeah, I'm trying to get you away from there, from the window. It's a hot mess over here. Why? Because there's craft shit there. Okay? Yeah, that's the other thing I was going to tell you. So anyway, hopefully at some point in Discord, after we get some of the other creators in there, because they have to like go through this IP identification and all that other good stuff, we'll have people just like ringing the doorbell and coming in. Again, I don't go googly eye over any of the things. Steve Gosney reached out and got in touch with me. I know he's a busy man. I totally appreciated that. We were emailing for a while one day, and that was great and that was fun. And somebody made it sound really, and I'm like, because he poops and puts on his pants like everybody else does, to my knowledge. I mean, there are other ways to do it, but I would hope that he didn't have to deal with that. He doesn't strike me as having to deal with that. He strikes me as sitting on the throne like the rest of us. That's the only throne. Even if I had to meet, I would have wanted to have met Queen Elizabeth way more than King Charles, but I know that there's protocols, but I'd be like, excuse me, why? That's not how I normally do. And they would say, no, then you can't go meet him. And I'd be like, then send him my way if he wants to talk. Cause I'm just saying. And then Dawn is like, do I need to save the videos for you so you can resize them and email them to you? Wait, I can't resize anything. I'm not. We are going to have one of these days. Today he can't because he's doing things. But one of these days, one of these drop-ins is probably going to be the ITGoatee dude. So Dom, hold that thought, okay? Because the ITGoatee is going to come in. We're just gonna do whatever we do, right? And hopefully at that point, I will have. Not making that sound. Okay. Why does it look like I'm on Wi-Fi? I'm not on Wi-Fi. I am seriously plugged into a hard wire. Do not be telling me thank you. I'm sorry. I had to complain to the computer, and so it fixed itself. But I'm going to have to be putting some stuff in here, and we'll be talking about the crafts that I was going to be doing and why I'm currently feeling like I'm living with my little tubby here is within a mess. Oh, look, while I'm doing that, I can undo this. So anyhow, yes, Brad, the ITGoatee dude has agreed to, come on by and hang out and visit and maybe do some of his crafts while answering some of chat's questions, because, we all have questions. And so Dom, write this question down. How do we resize these videos so that they work on the whole stream? Dawn, this is not treats. This would hurt you. You would not want to. You would have thought that I would have been smart enough to have brought scissors over here, but there you go, thinking again, because I don't do that. Okay, but I do use destroyed, recycled paper clips. This thing has got so many colors in it. Anyway, I do use paper clips and stuff for other things. But so anyway, he is going to come. So yes, Dom, hold on to that thought, because I can't resize Ditwelly squat. Okay. They're going to open up to my knowledge right there. We'd have to. I'm going to have to take notes. I can tell when Brad comes along, we're going to have to take notes. Oh, and for you folks who, this has two. Oh, how cute! I'm sorry. these are cute little easels. It will make sense one day. I don't know when, but it'll make sense, you know, mostly when I put some things in there and find the right thing. And then you'll be like, oh, well, that's interesting. And then maybe I'll have a new creator that y'all have never met come over and join us. She'll be funny and laughing. She is funny and laughing. I just worry about her dog. I don't know that she ever found her dog. But anyway, look at, I thought there were going to be 2 items in here, and there ended up being 4 items. So that's like 4 different tasks that I can do. You're like, wait, what? Yeah, they're like little chalkboard easels. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? I'm just saying, isn't that cute? They're this size. Okay. I have big hands for a woman. But there's that. Aren't they cute? So now they're out of there and they are ready. Here's another item that I'm going to, I don't remember how those came to me. This is the problem. I have no brain cell. We'll just act like I do have a brain cell. So anyway, look. I also have this, okay? And I can't remember, but I'm going to just paint it and decorate it and hang it up because Ditto lives here too, okay? And it's going to be cute. Her cute little laser. Do you see the laser burns on it? I hate having to cover up the laser burns, but you have to cover up the laser burns. So I have a whole bunch of items in my garage. And it's funny, my garage looks like a hot mess. I'm not going to lie. My garage looks like it has a hot mess. But for example, all of these items are in this one, well, it's probably this big, this one great big section this much along the wall. Then I have all of the soap and wax thing that's got a counter in my garage. That I need to move because I actually have a window behind it. But, well, when I put the window behind it, I could lift the window. And now I can't lift the window and I need to get the window out because I have a friend who said, yes, he would come and put the window in for me. And then in fact, he would come and redo all of my windows for me. And here I am, you know, he's like, just send me a picture of, you know, send me the measurements of all the windows that you need me to do right away. And then send me a picture of the one window that you do have. And I can't get the window out. So I can't reach out to him and go, hey, Mark, honey, this is what we got. I can't do that. Dom's like, you do have disposable scalpels in your craft area? I don't think so. No, all my scalpels that I do have, scalpels, all of my scalpels are plastic, and I think they're rewashable, not disposable. I don't think I have disposable. I don't know what's out there. Again, I at least know that I do have a window that goes in my bedroom that's out there. Dom's like, baby easels, just wait until they grow up. I know, aren't they so cute? They will go out late at night and get all painted up, come home all sloppy and half covered. That's my luck. You know, but luckily they'll hurry up and get married and run off on their own, and I'll be all alone again. It's glorious. Very glorious these days. And then Dom says, the huge bone reminds me of a nursery rhyme. Do I want to know what nursery rhyme? I mean, this is, I can't, I mean, I'm just saying, okay? I want to know what nursery rhyme. I feel like it's not going to be right, but I feel like I'm still safe enough that I could ask you. So you got to tell me. Anyway, let me while he's deciding if he's going to write that. So these 4 little nursery chalk easels. Why is this running? Oh, let's not forget I was going to Rumble to figure out. Don't forget to remind me to check Rumble. Oh, look. This is Dom. Dom, are you paying attention? Okay, so here is a thing, okay? These crafts I have not even looked at for like 5 years, since before COVID. No, well, since right when COVID got started, because I was going down and picking up supplies during COVID. And even though we were worried about her health, she wasn't worried about it with me, which is good, except for, sweetheart, I hate to break the news, I never did go get my COVID shot. I am still a purebred. So, but anyway, let me just share with you, okay? I was out in the garage because I decided I will go get these, okay? And I was out in the garage and I saw this one over in the crafts area and I thought, why is that there? That shouldn't be there. I think she just finished over there. That shouldn't be there. Why do I have that? And then I'm like, well, at least there's no holes drilled in it, because when I was a kid, there were holes drilled in them. This is what I saw, okay? See where I'm going with it? The problem is, going back over to, you know it, there was an old woman who lived in a shoe. Well, I don't live in a shoe, but, I feel like it. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her poor doggy a bone. When she bent over, old Rover took over. Ditto would never do that. He's not a humper. Because with me, and when there's a humper at a beach, everybody at the beach knows that their dog is a humper. Because I yell no humping. But so anyway, I went from this being a paddle to, it's a wine bottle that I need to find and decorate. I need to find the right stencil and then decorate. I'm such a moron. Dom, I know. Okay, for y'all who are over there, okay, we're just going to put up an LOL. If you're looking at the stream, okay, you are seeing on here a name called Domination 1. Now, it was a good couple of months before Digger and I both, because, we're like talking, okay, fine. And I always look at names and I grab the first thing and I go with it. And for some stupid reason, Dom is the first name that I grabbed. And I was like, I could not even try and say the whole thing, whatever. Digger had pulled him up one day and I was looking down and I looked up and I went, it's Domination 1. Oh my God. And it was the funniest thing because, surprise, that was the first day that I put his name all together. And yet I am the one that seems to keep driving him to the edge of the cliff to drive him into it. Because again, I thought this was a paddle and I was trying to figure out why, when in reality, Jude, I'm live right now. Now, everybody knows you just sent me a Discord notice. So anyway, here is this, okay? I'm just saying, it's a wine bottle. Or is it? It's a wine bottle. Or is it?
You've got mail.
It's a wine bottle. Or is it? I'm just saying. I am beyond baffled about what goes through my brain. And yet, Dom, you're the one with that name. And mine sounds like, well, as MG Law and my Love the Expert thought that they were going to get from me was going to be, I don't know, some cookies. They thought I was going to bake some cookies the first time they ever saw me. Surprise, they get no cookies. Okay, I still want to make them some cookies, but until I get where I'm going to settle this up with, that part's not going to happen. I'm just saying, I'm not happy with my kitchen. Every time I start to get there, I'm not. Maybe I need to get rid of like 6,000 things. I don't know. But anyway, so it's, I will bake cookies, but then I have to eat them all. And I'm trying not to eat them all because I don't like needles. Do you see where this thing is going? But yet again, they thought they were going to get cookies and they got this. And then they're like, well, really, is she on that? No, but where's the, but, do you get it? So anyway, I need to go over and let her know. I woke up and cleaned the garlic butter off of me. No, honey, I'm not. I don't think I'm done. Dom, am I done with the show? Oh, well, it would help if I was typing in here. Where am I typing? I don't know. Look, my keyboard is not working. I just want to point this out. Can somebody go over in Discord and tell her? She thinks I'm done with the show. She thinks I'm done. Okay, I don't know what I can turn off. I don't know which one is which. I'm going to try this one. If I go away, I'll be right back. Hold on. Well, I don't know what that was, but it didn't go away. Let's try it again. Ready? See you in a minute. Yes, I found it. Got the keyboard back. I'm still streaming. Okay, so I'm not really sure what's going on with Sis, but she with age comes things that we become debilitated on. I love her to pieces, and it always takes a kind heart. Okay. I just had a heart attack and went, oh my God. So a True Social, I have a notification and I read it as, now before I read this, I want everybody to know I believe this is not true. It is not the way. I don't know. All I do is read the headlines and move on. Again, I have dyslexia really bad, and I think I do really well because of it. So anyway, here's how I read the little notice. Bill Mayer, RIP's Biden student loan forgiveness. But see, I didn't read all that. I read Bill Mayer, RIP's Biden. And I went, did he pass? Am I, because I don't watch mainstream TV. I don't watch any TV. I watch YouTube, and I haven't really been watching anything other than like Mo and the casino slots. And it's like, wait a minute. No, it's Bill Mayer rips Biden. Oh, okay. And I didn't even know it had something to do with the student loan thing until I read it out loud. So it doesn't matter. But, oh my God, that was funny. I was like, oh, seriously? Did he pass? It wouldn't surprise me. I'm just saying. Am I evil? I didn't mean to be evil. So anyway, here I go. After an hour, no. You know that I don't know what I said 2 minutes ago to say after an hour. No, I'm just saying. But I got my keyboard back, and I was able to let Jude know I'm still alive. I was going to let her know that it was Mo she watched go off. So it's okay. Who thinks you're done? Well, Jude, she went, and I'm sure she looked and saw that Mo was off, and so it's okay. Is it back yet? Is it back? Is my mic back yet? I don't know. I had to turn off something. Did I turn it off and it not turn back on? Yes, my stream is more than an hour. See, this is, and I don't even know why. Oh, look, the DUI guy is also live. I'm just saying, in case you guys, oh, good. Well, I don't know why. Should I try and flick that switch again? Woo-hoo, flick. I'm just saying. You can give it another try and see if it happens. I mean, I don't know. Hi, Tammy. Welcome back. You're not done with the show already because I haven't started being cranky yet. No, Tammy, I'm not done with the show because God only knows shutting me up is an impossibility. Everybody knows I'm going to go walk the dog here with my bestie Taraland here in a little bit, right? My bestie, bless her heart, she knows this thing is like a never-ending story. It just never stops. And I'm going through the growing pains of I just finished my first year of being self-employed, and the taxes and accountants not working for me at all. Let me tell you, not working for me at all in any way. I got into it with accountant and everything, and my dear bestie, she was listening and she was trying to ask me things, and I'm already overstressed and I charged, and we've got this added to it. And at a certain point I heard her, because she was like, okay, well, I'm gonna, I'm at home, I'm gonna eat dinner. And I kept talking. And at a certain point I heard her go, oh my God, like, would you ever shut up? And I'm like, oh, okay. I heard it and I'm like, look, you need to go. You don't need to hear this. And I need to unwind without you. So bless her sweet little heart. I felt so bad for her. I really did. But it doesn't hurt my feelings. No, it just makes me love her even more that she could do that. So cranky. If you haven't even started being cranky yet, well, you just hang on. And word. And then Tammy's like, Dom. And wait a minute. Look at what I did, because everything moved and it scared me. And okay. Is your stream over after 1 hour? No, never. But I'm hoping to end at about 4 o'clock, and then I'm gonna head down the hill to take the dog for a walk. But here's a neat little thing. I bought this thing, and Taraland seems to be okay with knowing that I'm going to stream when we're out and about. So I bought this thing. It's a body armor thing that I can put the phone on and go live. So I may go live while we're down there walking around and walking the dog, so that y'all can see the outside world. So anyway, I hear you, but the volume is significantly bad. And then I had to turn you louder on my computer. I am so sorry. And Tammy is laughing at that one because, for God's sake, turn me louder. And Dom's like, Tammy, what would you like to be cranky about? Do you want to go off like a firecracker or a slow burn? I don't know. The slow burn's been working for me. Tammy's like, I've started new meds Thursday night and I'm struggling a little. Ooh, are they fun meds or pain yucky meds? There are different. There's the fun meds that go, whoa, I'm going to ride this wave to the shore. And then there's the other ones that go, I don't like you like this. So which one did you get? And then I don't know what conversation, but it's like legally no. And Dom's like, damn it. And Dom's like, well, okay, let's be illegal together then. It's working. It's not working well, but it's working. And then Tammy's like, stronger pain meds and new muscle relaxers. Oh, wait a minute. So you won't hurt or you won't feel it as much because you don't really have control over the body, you fall over. I get it now. Okay, wait, well, I know that me and a couple of friends, if we were on those together, we would be like Jack and Jill who ran up the hill. Okay. We'd be laughing all the way down thereafter. And then Dom's like, oh, I have those too. Man. Okay, look, let me just share with you. I was a single woman that was pregnant. Okay. Got fired because I was pregnant. Okay. Didn't know I could have gotten disability. Nobody told me that. So I went out and within an hour had a new job. The new job, I worked Friday. And then, I worked Monday. Came home. The World Series was on Monday night. And my Lamaze partner said I couldn't have the baby except for on Monday or Tuesday because those were his days off. He played in a band at night. He worked during the day, but he played in a band at night, and we assumed she was going to, like, I don't know. So anyway, Monday or Tuesday was his thing, and then my friend who wouldn't let me go stay at my own house said, "Oh, and you can't have the baby until after the World Series." Okay, great, no problem. Right? Super, we're good. Yes, no duh. But yes, yeah, duh. See how that works? I answered it in one word, both two different ways. Yeah. So, but anyway, duh. I guess those were two different words. I'm sorry. So like duh. But anyway, so after the World Series, where was I going with this? Oh, after the World Series Monday night, my friend decided to tell me I was in labor. Well, they always say you'll know. And I'm like, I'm not in labor. I just have to go poop. And she's like, no, you're in labor. So she, who didn't like to drive anywhere, was going to drive me to the hospital. But first we had to take her two sons over to her aunt's house, who lived on the 3rd floor, by the way. So she carried her oldest son, okay, who was like 7 at the time. The boys were asleep. So she carried her oldest son, who's like 7, up 3 flights of stairs. And what do I carry up 3 flights of stairs? Because she didn't leave me in the car. Her 3-year-old up the flight.
You got mail.
The 3 flights of stairs. I don't think I was in labor when we left the house, but it took us 6 hours to get to the hospital, which is a normal only like 32 minutes away. Okay. So I get to the hospital, and there was this fine looking dude walking down the hallway. I'm single, right? So I looked up, checked him out. He looked up, checked me out. I went, oh my God, I got busted checking him out. He looked down because he got busted checking me out. And then all of a sudden we both looked up because we're cousins. He's the brother of the cousin that I was engaged to. So go figure. It was a hot mess. No, we never did that. But anyway, so the whole thing is that, no. The child was born Tuesday morning. Mind you, I agreed to everybody's little stipulations that they give me. The child was born Tuesday morning. Wednesday, I was ready to go back to work, and my employer said, no, I wasn't expecting you to come back so soon. Again, nobody told me about the word disability because I had a baby. So Friday, I was on a job interview, okay? Every car accident, everything. Nobody ever gives me any ideas of good old fun stuff like pain meds. None of that. I was dying, and they still didn't think to give me pain meds. Okay, not dying during the birth, but even then I didn't get meds. Please, why? So I'm just going to tell you. I want pain meds. I don't want the reason for needing them, but I want to be on them. I mean, the surgery in my mouth, now that I got pain meds for, and some of those were really good. But again, it took 48 drops of THC before it hit me that, 48 drops over a course of 3 days. Finally, my body went, okay, I'm not going to fight it. And that was fun. I'm stoned. And I didn't even think to record it. Damn it. That was fun, though. Anyway, Tammy's like, pain medications 3 times a day and muscle relaxers starting at night and possibly will increase if they work. Well, that's good that you're not using the muscle relaxers while you're trying to use your muscles. See, that's where I'd be like all over the place, falling down the hill, laughing my ass off, breaking a rib, laughing harder because it hurt more. Dom's right. He knows me. And then Dom's like, Tammy, do you need a rubber? And then Tammy's like, Dom, no, I don't. And Dom's like, okay, if you want someone to rub it, let me know. I'm a good rubber. I don't want to know what you practiced on. Did you see that one coming? Dom, did you see that one coming? Coming, C-U-M-M-I-N-G. Just saying. Tammy's laughing and says, okay. And then Dom's like, Tammy, I mean, I rub mine all the time. See where I'm going with this? Makes it feel better. And Jude's like, shitty, I told you I was here. And everybody knew that you DM'd me. And Tom's like, Jude, greetings. Honey, you noticed that it was Mo that was done streaming. Because that was just the perfect timing. Now, I don't know if you want to let chat know why you were covered in garlic butter, but it sure sounded like it was a fun event. I know Dom would have helped rub it in and clean it off. And then Jude's like, now the Dr. Pepper is washed off. See, I don't know what you're doing over there. Look, folks, she's older than I am. Okay. She's got a husband. We're just going to leave it at that she cares for. Okay. Bless her sweet little heart. She's also got some motor skills of her own, because, it happens when you've been a nurse for everybody else that at a certain point, I don't know, karma comes back and says, well, you've been so kind to everybody else. It's time you need a nurse, but you're not going to get a nurse. So let me just go ahead and do this to you anyway. So she's over there with her own little things, bless her heart. And unfortunately, now she's telling me she was covered in garlic butter, and now Dr. Pepper. I don't think she's got all these things wrong with her so much as she's got a different lifestyle than I do. And I'm thinking, can I make my bathtub look like her? I mean, I wouldn't want it all over my house. So I would want to, keep the garlic butter and the Dr. Pepper in the bathtub with me and whomever. I do have a rather large bathtub. I'd like a larger one, but it's rather large. Tammy's like, Mo was hilarious tonight. Who was the gentleman that was on there with Mo? I was listening to her while I was talking. I don't know who the gentleman was. And no, I don't hear absolutely every sentence when my mouth is going, but I do try to grab it. So anyway, would you tell me? Would you tell me? And then Dom's like, Jude, why was Dr. Pepper dirty? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And Dom's like, Jude, oh, that doctor. I went to another region doctor, but I never called him Pepper. Tammy's like, just howdy. I think that was supposed to be Jude, but some phones go, you didn't really mean Jude, so I'm going to give you Just, because you're just going to walk in and say just howdy to everybody. Jude's like, the Dr. Pepper was shooting everywhere. The garlic butter was narcolepsy and I'm sorry, honey. I know you don't want to be laughed at, so I'm laughing with you. If you don't wake up from those, I picture you falling asleep standing up. Okay? I totally picture you falling asleep standing up. Okay? I am supposing that you knocked over the Dr. Pepper and therefore the lid came off. Did you were you holding the garlic butter and the pizza when it happened? Or did you pull everything off of the table onto you, and so you just look like you were one of those, I'm going to go there, geisha women that lay on a table and they have all of the food all over them and they're waiting for everybody to come and eat off of them? I don't know if I'd do that. And then I don't know what this is because I can't see, but it looks like a blue thing with like with some ice stuff on it and a question mark over them. I don't know. Dom's like, Shinny, I have a garden hose and a backyard. I'm going to one-up you, Dom. I have a stock tank in my backyard. So the games can go on in the backyard, and then it can go on in the stock tank to even make it more fun. Tammy's like, Valhammer. Thank you, Valhammer. Gotcha. Okay. And Jude's like, hi, Dom. And Tammy's like, darn autocorrect. See, I knew it was autocorrect, though. This is the whole thing. I knew it was autocorrect. Dom's like, Jude, did you face face plant into the garlic butter? Well, I'm thinking she was wearing it. So, you know, I think she just kind of pulled it down on her. You know, now keep in mind that while apparently I'm not the only one with a phone that likes to change my words, Tammy and I are in the same boat. The problem with Sis over here, for everybody who might occasionally tune in and go, oh my God, these people can't type. Look, she used to be one of those people that could shoot a needle into a vein and you wouldn't feel it. Okay. She was certified, licensed. She was important. She was all of that other good stuff. And now then with age and all of that activity that she gave everybody else, and she cared for everybody, not as well as she cared for herself. Now she is, you know, running into a little bit of the arthritis and the handshake things. And then as you can see, she's got a couple other things she told us about. So, you know, if you see that Sis is mistyping and if you judge, there shall you go in a couple of years. I'm just saying. Okay. I rolled that down. Don't even ask me. Anyway, so Jude is like sitting, then head. She was sitting down and then she went head in pizza, butter everywhere. But I'll take that. Fuck, where's everyone live? I live down here in San Diego. You know that. She's like, get the focus off of me, friggers. I want to know where's everybody signing in from. So, and right now, honey, just so that you know, we have only 4 of us are over here on YouTube. We have 14 folks listening over on X Twitter, which is now pronounced Zwitter. It's kind of cool, Dom. I kind of like Zwitter. Zwitter. It's like a xylophone. It's a Zwitter. Okay. So I that's where everybody is. Yes, we do show that there are 19 people watching, but they're utilizing the Zwitter site to do so, which is really cool. I didn't even know I had 19 people. Well, wait, 14 people over there. That's kind of cool. I knew I had one. She already checked in before everybody else. Anyway, Jude comes along and is like, face first, plunk, right down into it. But luckily you weren't standing at it. So, you know, thank you for letting me know that you were sitting down. Dom's like, Jude, that was what I was envisioning, face into the butter. Hey, why not? It's good for the skin. Look, sis, you're going to wake up in 2 days and your face is going to look a good 10 years younger and you're going to go, wow, I'm going to have a good day today. Yeah, no, that was the face plant into the butter and the waking up later. I'm just saying, butter is good for you. Eat it more. Don't use the fake shit. Use real butter. Okay? Tammy's like, that is the best person to have when they draw blood and you don't feel it. Yep, exactly. I'm just saying. Otherwise, when they're done, cross your legs and accidentally kick the moron. We covered that in the first, in the first hour. I'm almost 2 hours into this. And, you know, chat is just now picking up. Tammy, we needed you and Dom and Jude to get here because I've been talking mostly out to myself. And then Dom came along. I started talking to him, and then you came along. Now Dom's got somebody to talk to. He's so thankful. But yeah, no, I covered that earlier when I was here all by myself. Is me and Needles not getting along because I don't. But you know, there are people you don't feel it with, and well, that refrigerator do it. I didn't feel it with. Don't tell him I said that because I'm sure in other areas he would not appreciate that. And Tammy's like, well, I'm over here in Central Michigan there, Jude. Where are you? And Jude's like, I put in Airways. I have held 1.5 pound baby and helped him live. My daughter's sister, half sister, weighed 1.5 pounds when she was born. She was smaller than this. Okay. So yes, nurses are amazing when it comes to that. The problem with that is that the lights that they use in the emergency room coming down, unfortunately, when the baby is brought out and there's no immediate eyeball cover, that flash of light on a long time thing, they end up way too often blind, and that's kind of a bummer. But they're discovering that more and more. So hopefully they're coming around with a cover workout, so it's not so much on the preemie babies like that. Dom's like, Tammy, I bleed all the time and rarely feel it. Well, look, guys, don't be mad at me, but I can get a boo-boo. Okay, your face heals your lip. Your mouth heals really fast, okay? But my body coagulates blood so fast, and obviously my blood is so dark right now, that it's insane at how fast I can bleed and then be healed by the time I discovered that I'm bleeding. I'm just saying. Dom's like, Tammy, they started doing weekly blood draws on me when I was about 6. Oh, honey, don't tell me that. Damn, that hurts. And then Jude's like, tomato soup looks like blood when you wake up. Cheerios stuck to the forehead. Thank you for not being a driver anymore, sis. I appreciate that. Dom says, I was diagnosed with rheumatic fever. That's got an R in it and it throws me off. Rheumatic fever. Ouch. And Dom says, and Jude, by the way, I'm in Texas. So we have Michigan and Texas and California. Okay. And Jude says, they called me vampire, but I had to do their ICs. Well, see, when I have to go get my blood drawn, I still call those my vampires that I have to go to. Okay. I have to go to the vampire today. I'll be back. That's supposed to be so I can stick my legs on it. Because when I sit down here at this chair, not all chairs do it, but when I sit down at this chair, my feet start to swell. Not all chairs do that. I sit at the office for like 10 hours a day. They don't swell. Tammy's like, I had an ex-boyfriend who liked to take needles and jab them in the girls just for his enjoyment. Now I'm traumatized. Yeah, see, you know, honey, you know that desert hole that I want to get the backhoe for and the chippy that you got? Yeah. He would have been one of the very first to be elected for the position of fulfilling the tester. And Tammy's like, hugs for Dom. I know, right? I mean, we're just, you know, here's the thing. We may have some younger folk in here watching. I don't know why. Unless you want to know what's going to happen to you in a few years. But don't let all of this scare you. Just go live your life. But I'm just going to say that this getting old shit sucks. These bodies break down. They are not long-time life suits. I'm just saying. Luckily, they're just temporary. I know this, so we're good. Dom's like, Jude, I want to know why you were putting tomato soup on your Cheerios. Sometimes you have a Tupperware kind of canister thing with your Cheerios next to the stove. Not so much close to the stove, but if she's falling asleep standing up, the whole countertop just came along. And then Tom's like, Tammy, thanks. But I got over the needle things years ago. Yeah, no. And then Tammy found something funny, and I think that's why you're putting the Cheerios in the tomato soup. You know, look, kids will let you do it because those two things almost sound like they would taste together. Well, I'm not sure. And Tammy's like, I agree with you, but he offed himself, tried twice and succeeded the second time. Well, then you know what? The first time he tried, he was serious. They're not always. So sorry, but karma? I got to shoot from the hip on that. Anybody who's jabbing needles that's karma? Yeah, okay, we already got there. And then Jude's like, you saw it, Shinny? Am I explaining it almost like it happened? No, I have a picture in my head. So, you know, I'm just saying. Anyway, what I want to tell you is that I was going to do some crafts today until, yet again, let's do this again. discovered that I'm going to have not a little bit of water, okay? Because I have a little bit of water. This is going to take a long time to stir, and I'm going to have to get out my we talked about it earlier, and I can't remember the word. My scalpels, because first I'm going to have to like put some water in these. This one is like so brand new, although I could say I used just a tad. I'm going to have to get the scalpels out, and I do have a little mixer, but I don't know that it'll work. But I'm going to have to put water in each of these and then let them set for a couple of weeks, okay? But no, I'm not going to put all this shit back in the meantime, because I did pull a whole lot of different things out. So here's kind of an example of one of the things that I will be doing, but on like these, okay? Or on this, okay? Oh, sorry, it goes this way. Why? Because there's string. There's going to be string there, and it's going to hold onto the front door that says, you know, my dog lives here. So these, yes, I made this, okay? So may your coffee be strong and your day be sweet. And then it says, to keep your balance, you must keep moving. Well, I did that for a while, and then, you know, I dropped some LBs, only to then stop moving and to gain the weight back. I'm just saying. So here's another one that I made. It's called Let's Stay Home. So see, I have the back side of this one that I haven't done yet. So that's going to be one of the crafts, but it's going to be able to go on the paddle. I mean, I'm sorry, the wine glass, the wine bottle. Jesus, criminy sakes. But there's not only that, but I will have to get the acrylics out and thin them up as well, because I have these little kits that I will be making these gnomes with, okay? And each gnome will have a theme. This is the birthday gnome, okay? And I don't know what gnome this one is, but I can tell you it's a Mickey Mouse gnome. How come you can tell that? Because he's got ears. So I have a whole bunch of these kind of crafts that I get to paint and then glue together after figuring out how I want them to do. So I went out into the garage, went over into the good old section of crafts and dug these out. And I thought, well, these are what I used to do in the summertime. See, there's flowers. I'll be able to make a little flower thing. And then, yes, it'll hang up. See, there's string in there, which means they get to hang up. And I would like to have Darlene come on. And I don't know, because I forgot what some of these are. And you don't know who Darlene is. And I'd like to introduce her to you guys. She is like totally awesome. And if she's not already doing a stream of her own, which she does do a lot of on the weekends, then I'd like to have her be one of the creators that just pops in when she's ready. So I'm trying to like screw YouTube and not have them put us directly into one thing. I want us to be, you know, like a truck stop for all of the creators, right? That can stop in and do whatever they want to do and talk about whatever they want to talk about and just let loose and chit chat with everybody. And Dom's like, I want to know more about the needle thing, because some people do that as an artistic kink. Was it consensual, or was he torturing them? Oh, with me, it would have been torture. I'm just going to say, no, you can do a lot to me, but if it has a needle, bitch, You'll find your ass dead when I have a chance. Don't even think that's going to be one of them. Tammy's like, police broke into his house to revive him after he downed a whole prescription of mine. Shit, he used yours. What a fucking jerk. I'm sorry, but then he gives you guilt on top of everything else. I am so sorry, Tammy. I am so sorry. I'm well known for having an opinion before I think about how somebody else might take it, so I apologize, but that is me. What a jerk. You're going to do it. You leave somebody else completely out of it, okay? You're going to be selfish enough to do it and not think about the people that you left behind. Fine, okay? But do not utilize their materials to do so. I'm just saying. I am so sorry, baby. I am so sorry. And then Dom's like, for some people, they have not experienced all that much pain in their lives, and they intentionally add pain for various reasons. Some of us have had a whole lot of pain, and therefore we don't feel a lot of it. Just saying. Sometimes the reason is to feel like they are in control. That's why a whole lot of PDF files are around. I'm just saying, because they like the control, because they have none. And small peepees, I'm just going to say. Thus, young females who are cutting themselves, they want just the control. You're right. But yeah. And then Tammy says that those little items are cute. And Tammy, I will be able to hook you up to be able to do these at the same time that I do them. If you want to, purchase the items. And that way, then I'm not the only one. That's if I can get Darlene on here. And then you can see the first one that I do complete. I have to find out where I have some I've already completed. I have to find out where I put those because they should have come out for the springtime. And I don't know where I put them because I took them to the office. I wouldn't doubt if somebody decided at the office that they wanted them because she didn't like them at the office. So I'm just saying. Now she has no say in it, and everything in the office is mine, all mine. Need somebody to help me move it all out. Anyway, Dom's like, also, all the people getting tattoos. What? What about us? What about us? I have a strong desire to go get a couple more. What about us? It's not a control thing, though, with me. It's an artistic thing. And then Dom's like, Shinny, I told you it's a wine bottle. It will make somebody whine when I'm done with it. I promise. Bend over, Dom. I'm just saying. And then Tammy says, my neighbor is teaching Sunday school tomorrow for the little ones. Oldest ones are 6. I had to help her get ready with the lesson. Aw. I think little kids are so great. I thought I didn't like kids. You know what I discovered? It wasn't the kids I didn't like. It was their parents. Kids are great when you teach them. These are the rules. These are how you will follow them. Most of them will attempt it. Those that don't, you can go ahead and work with and teach them how to do it, and they will. But you know who you can't teach? Parents, because, well, they suck. I showed Tammy another one, and she's like, well, that was adorable. I wish I had one of the completed ones already right here. Again, I have a string of, I think the string is out. We'll do it. We'll do it. Judah's like, Dom, I'm covered with tattoos. They tell my story. And then Dom is like, Sunday school, Jesus died. Be good or you will too. Lesson over. No, Sunday school, Jesus died, because when you do, you want to know where you're going, because we're all going back home and he's going to be there and go, well, that was a lesson, wasn't it? Smack. So no, the lesson's just beginning, but we're all going to die. I've never met anybody who has a different escape plan. Let me know if you have a different escape plan. See, so that be good or you will too part, it's bullcrap, because, well, I haven't met anybody who doesn't have an escape plan. That's like, the same thing mine is. And Dom's like, Jude, what was your reasoning? If you do not mind me asking, meaning the tattoos. And look at me knowing what you're talking about. Tammy's like, I'm trying to get caught up with Longhorn Lester's. I don't know who Longhorn Lester's is, and all the flooding and damage to all family properties. Whoa. We got family properties all over the place. Oh, you mean, wait a minute. I do know who Longhorn is. I do know. Really? I didn't know that they had played. I stopped watching them. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I had an issue with Daddy and his girlfriends. Just saying. He was no penis piece of shit. Tammy's like, yeah, the police called me before they broke in because they needed the layout of his house. And Jude's like, Cutters? Dom's like, Tammy, Longhorn Lester's? I in Texas. Longhorn, I met. Jude's like, I'm getting DNR where they put the paddles. You asked Dom. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because these dingleberries, they won't read the thing. So how great is that to read, oh, DNR, and then to cover it up with the paddle and then say, well, I didn't know it. Oh, screw me. Where'd you put the paddle? Right over that. Oh, yeah, it says DNR. Tammy's like, Dom, yes, Plum Grove is where the group of family is, all have farm animals, and they had some flooding in Texas, Livingston, Texas. Tammy's like, the lesson is on obedience. Shinny, I was not saying I was against tattoos. I said there are various reasons people intentionally subject them to the pain. I fall asleep during tattoos. It's the constant on me, and I just, I don't pass out. I just relax, and I go right up to the door of complete sleep. I just want to stay there, and I don't want anybody to bother me, and I love it. I had enough pain as a young child that I decided early not to have more. Well, that would make sense, honey. I understand it. I would have sense. The first tattoo was because of the Cedar fires out here. We lost people in that, and it was mother, daughter, and another family member, an auntie. Okay, 2 different houses, but they were side by side. And the only thing that they found was daughter's, was it elbow or shoulder? A little piece of her bone. And so we knew that she loved butterflies. So a few of us moms and daughters got together, and we got butterfly tattoos with hearts put on our neck. And I don't even know where on my neck it is, but I just know it's back there on my neck somewhere. And that was the first time that motion, excuse me, with the constant humming, and I just started to fall asleep, scared the hell right out of Dutch, poor guy. He knew it was my first tattoo, so I guess he thought I passed out. He was talking to my daughter the whole time, and then finally he realized, oh my God, she's not moving, she's not responding, her skin's not, she's not fletching, she's not doing anything that she should be, because it's some of it is right on that bone that I have back there, and he expected me to respond, and I was just like, oh, it felt so good. It felt so good. Tammy's like, the Murrow family didn't lose any animals, but flood damage to the homes. Dom's like, Tammy, okay, on the Longhorn thing, yeah, more rain coming. Dallas is filling up the Trinity River. We've got most of our dams filled up here. Jude's like, under DNR is a pic I drew of an old pool chain. Think above you, and all it'll say, just pull the plug. I love it. Tammy's like, most of the animals are at Longhorn Lester's, laughing. And Steve, oh, well, good God, Steve Gosney popped in. Hello, Steve. How are you? Thank you for popping in. I've told AJ that she is welcome anytime. So when I do see her in chat, then if she wants to pop in, I will be sending her a link. Anytime you want to pop in, let me know, and I'll send you a link also. I want to be the dewdrop in for creators who can just join in and go, oh my God, woman, you're insane. Because yes, I am. Steve's like, an Orthodox Jew would be against tattoos, but Christians, it is a bit more ambiguous, I think. Coptics in Egypt, tattoos, crosses on their children. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Seriously. So they are marked for God's Old Testament. Now, here is the thing, though. What does it say just before that? I can't say the word. We've already gone over the speech impediment thing. I said it last week because this was a rant I went on. Don't cut your hair. And everybody cuts their hair. So it seems to be a pick and choose kind of a thing. Some of the nicest people I know are covered in tattoos, every inch of them. And I do mean every inch of them. And at a certain point, you forget and you don't see their tattoos, you see their soul. And sometimes I think it happens faster because they think they're covering and hiding themselves from everything with all of their tattoos. And so they think you're focused on all of that. And when they shine themselves through, it's like, oh my gosh, they're such the most beautiful souls. Now, there are those wounded souls who are also, on man-made items that, you're not going to see that beautiful soul that's underneath. But I'm just saying I think it's just one of those things that, I know it's a Bible sentence, but again, we have the new sentence for a reason. My echo just went off. Did I say the word echo? I don't think I said the word echo. I am getting congested though, so maybe I said something sound like that. Tammy's like, no tattoos for me, but not against them. I'm not against them. I thought I was, and then that happened, and we all got that. And then a situation occurred with another batch of kids that I absolutely love like my own. And after that trial was over, the sister who was still out and about with me, she wanted one, but she wouldn't get one unless I did. So I let her pick it out. Now I have a lovely little dolphin that I never would have wanted. Luckily, she has 3 or 4 kids now. So maybe the dolphin life worked for her. It didn't work for me. But I don't, so anyway, but I have my friend that I want to carry with me. And, there's certain things that I'm going to do it again. I just need to find the right artist. My granddaughter says she has the right artist for me, and I have to reach out to her and get that done. And what I really should do is get like one right here that says, have you met me? I'm just saying, just for my Bobby, because I love him dearly, and I think that would be totally funny, because apparently I say that a whole lot to people who they think that I'm confused about something, and then I'm not confused, but I'm straightening them out. And when I'm doing that, apparently I say, have you met me? And in the process of it, there it is. And I noticed that the expert said that the other day, and I'm like, oh my God, you listen to me sometimes too, you poor guy. So anyway, Jude is like, Dom, as a kid, we got beat all the time. Oh, girlfriend, we're not getting into that one. I was the bloodbath my mama liked. And then Dom's like, Shitty, I hear what you say about tattoo pain, or what you claim is the lack of it. I contend you are getting enough out of endorphin rush that it overcomes the pain. Knowing me, yeah. Because look, I used to ride motorcycles, and when I crashed, I never got hurt. Okay? So I remember when we finally had a shower, and I was in the shower, and I kept hearing this thing go click, 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 click. I'm saying it with the C, but my nose doesn't sound like it. Click, click, click. And that was as I was walking around, and then finally I just thought, what the heck is that? And I lifted my foot. I had a tack in the bottom of my foot, and I didn't know it was there. So I had to take the tack out so I could stop hearing the click, click, click. I'm just saying. Tammy's like, Dom understood it's overflowed already, started going down, but expected to go back up. It's not really bright out there right now, but I'm wondering if a little bit more north it has rain, and if that's going to come down and hit you guys over in Texas, Dom. That's very possible. Jude's like, everyone look busy. Steve is here. Steve poops and puts on his pants just like the rest of us. Let's go back to that. I don't believe anybody is any different than the rest of us. So I'm not about somebody. I don't ever want our chat to, like be worshiping somebody. Sorry, Steve, but I know you don't want to be worshiped either. He is not the second coming. Okay, so he's just somebody with an opinion and with a thought, and so with that, it's like, hey, we recognize him, we welcome him, we treat him where he can relax when he is not at work. Okay, and then Dom is like, Steve, I invented iron on tattoos. I still need test subjects. Want to try one? And Steve's like, no. And then Tammy says, you may be insane, love, but that's what we love you. Why we love you. Well, I'm not sure which one you're talking to, me, Steve, or Dom, but that's why we're here. And then Dom says to Steve, laughing, and there's my OG right there. Okay, everybody, welcome OG. Hi, baby. I'm gonna be ending this stream here shortly. I know you just got here, but we're gonna be back tomorrow. And honey, I want to see you. Digger's gonna be here with us. She might be listening. She might be in study. I don't know what she's doing, but Sundays is the days that she says yes, and I want to try and be here at 1:30 on Sundays. So OG's like, my next tattoo will be a silly looking mustache below my sock line. That way, if anybody is feeling down, I can ask them, have I ever told you about my secret stash? I should have seen it coming, and I didn't. That's adorable. Should I get one too, like right on the ankle? That's such a good idea. I like that. So that when they're feeling down, have I told you about my secret stash? Tammy's like, no choice but to cut my hair, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to care for it myself. Was it last year? A year or a year and a half ago, my hair was only like this long. Well, I can't show you. It was only like this long. There we go. Stop looking in the mirror. It was only like this long. And now here I am. Okay. So I don't remember what that was. Was it a year and a half ago? About a year and a half ago, maybe two. I don't know. But it was below my behind before that. And then I started cutting it. And that was after my friend died, because I was cutting it every day. It was not a good thing. I was cutting it every day for me to, see, that's how I showed my control, Don, is that I was cutting my hair every day. And then Tammy's like, okay, I'm lost. I'm lost too. Welcome to my world. That is what you've tuned in for. Congratulations. I have lassoed you, and you are now coming right along with me. This is what we do here. And then Dom's like, Tammy, what about the mustache? It's the secret stash underneath the sock line, because they're feeling low. Don't you get it? Steve's like, don't like pain? Plus, they don't age well, turning into a smudge. Plus, I don't want nurses laughing at me in the nursing home because of my Bugs Bunny cartoon on my belly that started out on your chest. Is that what I'm hearing you say? I'm sorry, I had to go there. Look, I think it's going to be so funny to have a whole bunch of 100-year-old people walking around with tattoos that are like way stretched out of place, and all these kids going, ooh, and it's going to be like, yeah, well, you know what? One day they thought they were going to be really cool and follow everybody else. I don't want sleeves or socks. I don't know what they're called when they're on your legs, but I don't want to be covered in them. But I do just want a few things to to stay with me. And my friend has proven, even though he has passed away, to stay with me. Yes, I have a picture of him helping me out of bed one night after he passed away. Because what he didn't know is I had the cameras in the bedroom on, and they were recording, and he was just helping me out of bed on one of my rough nights. So it was so funny. So as he has proven to be with me, Dragonfly is going to be there. In case you don't know, my friend was killed by a drunk driver who did cop to murder on my birthday. So I think it was my 50th, but now I've forgotten whether it was 50 or 55. I wear my shirt every now and then, and you'd think that I know, and every day I walk to my truck and it says it on my truck, but it is what it is. So, yeah. I don't age well either, Steve. It's okay. But you know what? I am what I am. And you know what? I am an art of our maker. I am a piece of art of our maker. And whatever our maker did, who am I to set in judgment of that? So this beautiful hot mess that I may not be exactly happy with is exactly what you see. And what's even better is what you see is what he made. So who am I to sit here and tell him he was wrong and he made a mistake? He was wrong. He did make a mistake. I'm just one of those really unique things that he put down here on this globe. And hello, everybody else just goes, oh, thank God that wasn't me. They're so thankful. So anyway, Jude says, I always said you can identify me by the tattoos. Hey, ever since I was like 7 years old and knew about tattoos, I always wanted my Social Security number tattooed on my ass because I know how I'm going to die, and I know they're going to need to know that to find me. So how funny is that, sis, that you make that statement? And then Tammy's like, Dom, I don't understand what you mean. Are you asking how I feel about a mustache or even facial hair? Don't be, because you can see my stash in here, and I pluck the beard. Okay. You know, everybody, in case you don't know, little brother, Nicholas, right? You can tell by the hair, right? One of the reasons that you can tell us apart when we're on stream, because, you know, even though you could kind of tell I'm short, is that I don't have a beard, and he does. Well, the reason I don't have a beard is while he grooms his, I pluck mine. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to tell us apart. I'm just saying. And then Dom's like, well, if I get tattoos after spending all that money, I would want to be turned into a wall hanging, to be sold at auction, to be added to my estate. Be one of those guys that they slice so thin that page by page you can see just that one section, but when you go like this, you can see every part of the insides of you, but you turn into a person again. That would be cool. And then Jude's like, Steve, they age the same as me. And then Dom says, Tammy, that was a joke, a rude joke. You said you had to cut your hair. I asked about the mustache. Hey, Dom, you notice there's more than just one of me around? I love you. Jude's like, back down to Houston. And then Tammy says, oh, okay, no mustache for me. And then Steve, I like the kindness, but I am just an imperfect human. Exactly. You know, I mean, that's it. None of us should be overly built up, because some people, when overly built up, start to believe that they deserve to be overly built up. I keep getting reminded, oh, for frig's sake, I do not walk on water. If it's frozen and I'm walking on it, I can guarantee you're going to hear a crack and I'm going to get wet. I do not walk on water. I will never walk on water. I remind myself every year when I go to the pool to see if I walk on water this year. Every year it turns into a day swimming, and it's cool. I'm cool with that. But you just got to have to verify. But some people, the balloon inflates. Steve, honey, it doesn't inflate with you, and I love it. Dom's like, wait, you know what? Hey, guys, you know that I have like 10 minutes left, and I have to run off with Terraland and Ditto, right? Dom's like, Tammy, my backyard is a sponge right now. If I walk through it right now, I leave small lakes behind. I'm not coming then to walk in your backyard, because if I did that, you would have great big ponds forever in your backyard. Tammy's like, I was talking about you. Jude's like, I was being sarcastic, but he does write books. Yes, he does. And I got almost every single one of them. But I saw that he had a personal book with guitars in it the other day, his own collection. And I was thinking, dude, don't you be showing that to people, because, you know, that could put you on a hit list of a guitar collector. So you be safe with that. But no, I've got every book that Steve writes. The only one that I really wanted was the hard copy of the X, because I have to figure out how to go online to read the X, which is really an R, but I just love the idea of calling it X-rated. So anyway, at some point I will do that. And yeah, you know what? I might read it in my Discord just for shits and giggles. Sorry, Steve. So anyway, Tammy's like, no, now I have a rotten bloody nose. I'm sorry. That used to happen to me when people looked at me cross-eyed, and that thing would start to do that. Dom's like, Tammy, take 2 tampons and call me in the morning. He'll be here about 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. Jude's like, tattoo a mustache on your finger, then you can hold it up. That's why I held it down when OG said what he said about being below the sock line. I went, oh, wait, that's kind of a cute idea. I like it down there on the ankle. And then tell somebody who's feeling bad if you've ever showed them about the secret stash. Speaking of which, you're staying strong, right, OG? I know you're still around, honey, but I need to make sure that you're still being strong and making good choices with that, okay? And tattoo a stush on a finger. Yep. And Jude's like, we have babies. Pain in a sneeze. That's what I feel like I'm going to be. Well, you know, if I was a tonsil twin person, then yeah, that could be giving birth. That's how she gives birth. She starts sneezing. We got it. Dom's like, Jude, I did get one tattoo. I had them tattoo a middle finger on my middle finger. I'm just saying. And then Tammy's like, Dom, my nose only bleeds out on one side. Oh, that's weird. And then Jude is like, Dom, you make me laugh. And Dom's like, Tammy, what about overflow? Laughing. And then Tammy's like, Dom, you're messed up. I like it. See, you found yourself a home and you didn't know it. Little brother brought you over here and you're like, oh my God, I got these kind of people in here. Yes, you do. We all are loved. And then Dom's like, Jude, at least 49% of life is below average every day. Laugh when you can. And Jude's like, have you met him? It depends on who him is, but if you're talking about brother, yep. He was holding my friend's hand as I was guiding my friend home one day. And Dom's like, Jude, that is shitty. Catchphrase. Wait, I'll read it right. Okay. It's that name, the word still, it's capital. It throws me off. So Dom's like, Jude, that is Shinny's catchphrase. Have you met me? And then Tammy says, Nick is an awesome guy. He really is. And I'm trying to remember to send him a link every time. He's one that I've invited to the Discord so that he can pop in and get it. And I'm wanting him because he yelled at me last week because I ended the stream 5 minutes earlier than he was going to send you guys over here last week. Oops. Jude is like, wait, you're short? I'm short. And then a crack, wet, what? Huh? Yeah, me, water, frozen. Digger's like, hiya, chat. I made it back in time for the end, part for the course today. Yeah, and I have to run. And then Dom's like, Digger, 420, hello. And Digger's like, hiya, Dom, good to see ya. And Tammy's like, smiling a whole lot, laughing and smiling, but I'm not sure where. And OG's like, no. You focus. I have faith in you. You own up to it. That's congratulations. I appreciate that. But you have to own up to it before you hit the R word. Okay? So Stay strong, stay focused. If it happens again in the next 20 days, you call for a second visit. Okay? I'm just saying, because that means that you're too much. You're too strong to do this. The first day that you owned up to that safe cracking thing, honey, I knew. Digger's like, hello, Tammy, Jude, Steve, good to see y'all. And Tammy's like, Digger, hugs, how you doing, love? And Tammy's like, he isn't going to be on until Monday. All day long it's been driving me nuts, but I work, so I don't hear absolutely everything word by word. When he said, and I thought it's like, wait a minute, because there's no court, he's not going to be on, but it's killing me. And Steve's like, hi, you Digger. And I missed one, but Tammy's like, oh, geez, sending you hugs. He needs it. Everybody, put him in your prayers. And then Dom's like, Digger, are you all churched up? Well, she sure is, and she's going to be ready for tomorrow. And Jude is saying, hey, you Digger, and here's what I'm going to be saying, everybody. I worked really hard at getting caught up, and y'all were very kind as to kind of slow down because it takes me forever. But the whole thing is I have to run because I got Taraland, who's like, hey, let's walk the dog. And it's becoming that time. I'm going to have to stop and get gas, so it's going to take me longer to get down there. So Taraland, if you're still listening, I'm going to be texting you when I leave the gas station. Okay? So anyway, thank you, everybody, for coming. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Remember, Digger and I are going to be on tomorrow at 1:30. We may have guests. Who knows? Steve may say, hey, send me a link. You never know who's going to be on. I hope that's how it's going to be, is that we do start getting visitors to pop in and join us. But Digger and I are going to be here tomorrow, and we will see y'all then. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
I ain't alone. Got friends around me, but truth be told, they ain't where I wanna be. I'd rather scroll and chat in my own zone. Online buddies, they're the ones I call my own. See, I got connections all over the place, but face to face, it's just not my space.
Bye, OG. Bye, Jimmy. Bye, Jude. Bye, Dick. Bye, Steve. Bye, Tom. Love you. Bye.
We stay hardy. Online friends, they're always there for me. Together we'll rock virtually.
No, but there might be a pop-up while we've got the dogs down at the dog park. Okay, so keep an eye and listen to your notifications, but probably not on Discord.
Let's chat up a party in this internet world. We stay hardy. Online friends, they're always there for me. Together we'll rock virtually. I was feeling lonely down in the dumps till I found my friends on a chat full of chumps. We'd laugh and joke all through the night. I found my solace in the pixelated light. No need for small talk and awkward stares. In this virtual world, nobody cares. Share our stories, our dreams and our fears. With every keystroke, the distance disappears. In this online party, never-ending fun. With my shadow fam, I'm never on the run. We may be miles apart, but hearts align. My online friends, the best I'll ever find. Mm-hmm.